What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and this is the continuation of part one of the video I posted last night, and I want you guys to watch the whole thing. Yeah, maybe you will learn something. All right, so this is a Heikin Ashi candlestick. I'm gonna mostly focus on the technical analysis. Actually, I will try my best to not warn you guys in this video, but I usually end up warning you at the end at least. But this Haikanashi is, I'm going to show you guys what it means first, and it might be a little bit confusing, but I'm going to explain it in a simpler language for you guys. So Haikanashi is also a Japanese word, okay? And it is a technique that can be used in conjunction with candlestick charts when trading securities to spot market trends and predict future prices. All right, so you can read this, pause and read this, but the main thing, I'm going to actually explain more about Elliott wave theory and how it can actually work out in Bitcoin's chart on the weekly chart, okay? All right, you guys can see that we have a lot of greens in here, although if we actually compare it, let me go to daily. And if we go to the daily and compare it to just a regular chart, we will see the regular bar chart. You guys can see that although we have red candles on the way, it is still showing in here that these are all green. Okay, so because this is the average of where the price is closing and opening, and you guys see that each of these bars are inside within each other. Okay, and usually they start wherever the one of the candles closes, the other one starts right from the middle. Okay, so you guys see this close in here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So you guys see that this candle goes up and it closes around here, and this one starts in the middle, and this one the same goes up, and you guys see all of these. We see shadows on top, but there is no shadow in here. That shows how much support of buy we have from the bottom. And you guys see that the opposite of that in here was price kept crashing, but we still saw that there was not that much shadow on top, but we have a lot of shadows from the bottom. That means that although price was getting support from below and buyers were keep pushing the price higher, and if we compare to here, you guys see that price kept pushing up, but it's still Bitcoin went a lot lower. All right, and you guys see that we turned it with a bigger green candle in here, and that showed that how we started turning back up. Okay, so the Heikin Ashi is very recommended for every trader, and a lot of traders use this to know when the trend is changing. Okay, so now in daily charts, you guys see that that we are having a lot of push from up. We are getting a lot of sell off from up, and we keep pushing the price lower, but every single candle is still closing green. And you guys see that there's not that much shadow on the bottom, almost none. Okay, so now, as soon as we see a red candle, we need to see if the red candle is gonna have a shadow to lower. It does not it does not mean that it has to always work like that, but you guys can actually study it yourself. Look at how price was actually changing in the regular bar chart and how this was showing up in here as Heikin Ashi candlesticks. Now you guys see that as soon as we see a green candle having a shadow like this in the bottom, and it is shown that there is nothing on top, no shadow, and couple of candles are closing. You guys can see that pressure from high is putting a lot of pressure on high, I mean sell on selling. How people are trying to sell, basically. All right, and if you guys want to see this little red candles in between, although price was going to keep push up, you guys see that the candles were undecided. From the top and bottom, we had almost the same pressure from up and down. So buyers were keeping pushing the price higher, and sellers were pushing down. And you guys see that how we went sideways. And if we compare it to here, we were having this sideways, right? So it is very, very good to use this. And you guys, if you want to get this for free, usually you have to pay for Heikin Ashi in tradingview.com. But you guys can even, you don't have to even sign up. You can just go to MakeC Exchange and go to its market and search for Bitcoin or any of the coins you want, right? This is a very educational video. I hope you guys like this video, and if you appreciate this kind of video, please like and subscribe. I'm mainly focusing on reading the charts and showing you that where Bitcoin could be heading. And a lot of other YouTubers keep saying almost always positive about Bitcoin. So I want to tell you guys about this. Okay, the reason a lot of these YouTubers are always positive, there are two reasons for it. One, because we know Bitcoin is going to eventually go up and eventually other altcoins are going to follow, right? But if someone like me or Doctor of Dump and Pump or Data Dash or whoever start saying the opposite and keep warning people for it, a lot of people are going to get mad because they want it obviously Bitcoin to go higher and their coins get pumped, right? So that's why I am getting a lot of hate on my videos, which is fine, which is fine. I do not really get offended easily, so that people can say whatever they want. But I am here to show you guys a lot of the main reason I keep warning people is because a lot of these projects, a lot of these altcoins that you guys see that go out of business all the time, they get the crashes. You guys saw the same thing in Luna. You guys saw FTX. You guys saw a lot of coins that crashed and brought the market with them. And the reason is a lot of these coins are new projects and they could be big in the future, but if we see Bitcoin keep going down, they will not be able to fund their projects that easily, and they might fail on the way before we even get to the next bull run, or before even they start pumping. Okay, and the people who buy them and they think that they're going to make a lot of money, they're going to lose money actually. I'm not saying about every project, this is just some of these projects that you guys are interested to buy. Okay, so that's why in short term you guys can lose a lot of money, and a lot of people, because this is a manipulative market, guys, I want you guys to know that a lot of people get out of market right before the bull market starts, because we usually have a huge shakeout before we start the bull market. Okay, I want to go to monthly chart. I can promise you a lot of people left when we had this last shakeout, because it was going opposite of what everybody was expecting, because they thought that, okay, but halving is close, we're going to keep going up. I can promise you a lot of people left because they were in bloodbath. They could not handle seeing their portfolio, while being maybe thousands of dollars up around here, it went to lower than what they actually bought in any of the prices they bought any of their coins. Okay, so I want you guys to pay attention to these kind of risks that are involved in this market. Okay, I'm not trying to manipulate you, I'm not trying to fool you here. This is my opinion, this is my experience about these areas. I got into Bitcoin around 2017, before 2017, when the price hit $11,000, $10,000 for the first time in history around here. Okay, so I want you guys to not get out of your being biased. I understand everybody, even me, we are biased in certain level for anything in life. Okay, but if you are in here as someone who is searching on YouTube to ask for different opinions, you should not keep hating people for their different opinions. Okay, but and I understand these are good looking bullish, but once the trend goes back down, then you're gonna see that a lot of people are gonna get bearish again, and that could actually result flash crash for Bitcoin or other altcoins. We have not still seen any pullback, any healthy pullback for Bitcoin yet, and that is very probable. All right, back to Heikin Ashi. So Heikin Ashi, actually, I don't want to cover too much about it, but you guys can look at it and see how this could give you a good signal of if Bitcoin is going down. You guys saw that we were keep having a lot of shadows on top of here that showed a weakness for Bitcoin, and you guys see that all of these are, although getting pressured, but price keep pushing higher. And as soon as I'm gonna see shadow to bottom of these candlesticks and they close red, I'm gonna understand that there is a probability for Bitcoin to start correcting again. Okay, and so for, as I said before, I want to mention also this, that we are meeting the same area. We even went a lot lower, and you guys see that these shadows for USDT dominance is pushing the dominance higher again. That's what we saw, that pullback for Bitcoin. And there is a still higher chance of even going down to here, even $53,000 just to fool everyone. But in general, I think we're going to still get another support. Three of these body of these waves close around the same exact area. If you guys pay attention, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it more clear. Okay, if I actually make this line right here, average of all these candles closed around here, which would be 4.73%. Right now we are on 5.21%. So if we actually go lower, we're going to see a lot of pump for Bitcoin temporarily. But as soon as we reach to these closed candles, we're going to see a lot of support for USDT dominance. And if it keeps going back up, we're going to see a crash or correction in other people's words. Okay. So now, you tell me that you guys do you think that you people are just going to keep their USDT in their wallet and do not use anything to buy into altcoins or Bitcoin, and they're going to all just use their bank and get just USD out of their banks and start purchasing Bitcoin or other altcoins? Do you think they're not going to use their USDT that they're waiting for a better opportunity to buy in? This is the question you need to ask yourself, okay? And what I see in here, I see that the next support, as I said before, is on 3.7%, because you guys see usually what this is the rally base rally. So when at the end of the base, we could see a lot of support, but we are too far from it, and we see a lot of these shadows and closed candles on the way. So I am expecting, even if the Bitcoin pushes higher to even $54, $53, $55,000, we could see a really harsh rejection, and we're going to see it probably a sell off. Okay, so this is another thing you guys need to keep in mind, because people are going to eventually use the USDT in for purchasing Bitcoin or altcoin.